your top 7 at 7 with Carly Barnett.
We are staying on top of a number of major stories for you tonight. Here's your top 7 at 7.
Many people are coming to the Atlanta area and they are prepared for heat, but they're not prepared for the humidity.
Medical crews are taking extra precautions to keep soccer fans safe. Atlanta Fire has already seen more than 500 medical emergencies at the fan festival related to heat. The mother of former Atlanta Falcons Calais Campbell is dead, and Campbell's brother now charged in her murder. Today, 41-year-old Kiari Campbell waived his first appearance in court. He remains in the Fulton County Jail. Georgia's medical marijuana program is expanding. State officials say right now there are about 35,000 people in the program, and one dispensary CEO believes it could grow to more than 1 million Georgians under this new law.
There's no chance that this kind of constitutional amendment dealing with birthright citizenship will be passed anytime in the near future.
Georgia Congressman Clay Fuller wants to amend the Constitution to remove universal birthright citizenship. A new amendment hasn't gone through since the 1990s. Suspended Towns County Sheriff Kenneth Henderson has pleaded not guilty again. He faces a felony indictment tied to body camera video uncovered by Atlanta News First. Henderson is still the elected sheriff, though Governor Brian Kemp has suspended him for another 60 days. Some students could face higher loan payments under the new system starting today. The Department of Education says the changes simplify and strengthen the loan program. Critics say it makes college less affordable. And finally, some really wild video of 2 people scaling the iconic Empire State Building. They climbed down part of the way, and one actually appeared to propose, apparently successfully. Both were taken into custody, though, when they came back down.
It's one thing to see them climbing up there, another thing to see the proposal there. So.
I guess that is a bond for life, something.
This weekend, Marietta hosts the Let Freedom Ring Parade on Saturday. It's expected to be the biggest in the city's history.
The Daughters of the American Revolution are participating, and they invited us to check out the float that they've